Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? As we are now starting the new year, 2024, it is the perfect time to review our preparedness plans and to take proactive steps to ensure that we are ready for any potential emergencies or disasters. Whether you're new to prepping or you have been on this journey for quite some time, there are important things that we need to do in this new year. And we don't miss out on any opportunities to be more prepared more than ever before. We are all so used to making New Year's resolutions. You know the saying, right? New year, new me. Well, now that the New Year's celebration activities are over, it's always better to prepare for natural disasters and other emergency situations before disaster strikes. I want you to be able to let this video be your chance to do some brainstorming so you can make some necessary purchases and plans ahead of time. Start this year by reviewing your emergency plans and making any necessary updates. Ensure that every family member in your household is familiar with your plans and knows what to do in different scenarios. You can't wait until next year to plan for a survival situation you're likely to encounter in your location. So now is the time of the year to plan these things out and be aware of likely scenarios for where you live in particular. Your location could be prone to hurricanes, tornadoes, wildfires, floods, earthquakes, okay? Take stock of your supplies and evaluate what needs to be replenished and fill in your gaps. Check your expired food dates, your water, your meds, and other essentials. Consider adding items that may be missing from your stockpile. Um, it will also include making sure you have things like toilet paper if you've already run out from the 2020. Alternate your cooking devices if the power goes out, ways to purify and filter out your water, and options to do laundry, and many more things. Expand your knowledge by learning a new skill related to survival and self efficiency. It could be anything from first aid to navigation to gardening, basic car maintenance. This is one of the most important things that we need to do in this new year. Survival skills can take many forms, and it may include learning CPR, how to dress a wound, applying a tourniquet, assess the security of your home, make necessary improvements, install sturdy locks, reinforce your doors and your windows, consider investing in a security system if you haven't done that already. There are dangerous individuals out there. There's creepazoids, okay? And especially when food supplies run low, the saying, desperate times, but desperate measures, desperate people. After disasters, we always hear of horror stories of looters who they're looking for supplies so they can survive too. Okay, so just take those lessons and learn from them. Okay, because it becomes an obsession, and they'll do almost anything to get through those tough times. So don't allow your family or your property to be taken advantage of. All right. Establish a communication plan with your family and your close friends um, in case traditional forms of communication are disrupted. Define meeting points, alternative communication methods like walkie talkies, ham radios. If you have to evacuate, you want to be able to hear about traffic jams, weather threats and reports, possible escape routes that are best to take. Stay informed and stay in touch with others is critical. Put together a well-equipped bob or a bug out bag for each family member that contains essential items for a quick evacuation. Include your pets. If you have pets, include your pets so they have their own bug out bags, okay, please. Ensure that you have enough supplies for each of your household members, including food, water, clothing, and your important documents. Conduct a drill where you practice sheltering in place. This will help you identify any weaknesses that are in your plans and ensure that you have the necessary supplies to stay safe and comfortable at home during said emergency. There is an adage that states, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Okay. You may have a great plan, but you need to practice the necessary steps to carry out that plan to make sure there's not any holes to be considered. So create a water storage system to store an adequate supply of clean water for your household. Consider using water bricks, water barrels, large containers with proper filtration systems. We have been told always 1 gallon per person per day, right? Well, I think it would be better if we tried to have consumable water in the amount of 4 gallons of water per person per day. That way, you'll have enough to stay hydrated, cook, laundry, and perform personal hygiene. Okay. As a young Marine and now a Marine, Andrew, my son, learned how to use water purification tablets in case he needed to purify water while hiking or camping or being out in the field when he was a Marine. As a family, you'll need more capacity than he learned about. A good water filter system with different kinds of filters is important. I like my Berkey and I like the Life Straw. Each has a unique approach and related pros and cons. It isn't just enough just to have water. It needs to be safe enough for humans and pets to drink. Invest in alternative power sources as well, like solar panels or solar generators, portable power banks. These will come in handy during power outages when living off the grid becomes necessary. I have some units that are solar and gas powered systems. You'll have to decide how many devices you will want to keep running and at what cost you can afford. Good power backup systems should be in your plans to run cell phones, computers at a minimum. Take a self-defense class, learn basic self-defense techniques to protect yourself and your loved ones in challenging situations. Knowledge of self-defense can boost your confidence and help you stay safe. Compile your important documents like your identification papers, your insurance policies, your medical records, contact information in an emergency binder or your prepper notebook, okay? Keep it in a secure location that is easily accessible. Begin cultivating your garden, even if you do an arrow garden, even if it's just a small one on your balcony or your patio. Growing your food can provide fresh produce during emergencies and increase your self-sufficiency as well. There is nothing quite like teaching the kids how to grow and cultivate food. They can watch the process, and it feels like they're helping to protect the family during these challenging times. Connect with like minded individuals in your community who share your interests and in preparedness. Join local prepper groups if you want to, or attend workshops and events to exchange knowledge and resources. Practice fire drills in your home to ensure that everyone knows how to respond quickly and safely in the event of a fire. Identify escape routes and install smoke detectors if you don't have them already. These smoke and radon and carbon monoxide units are not going to work if the power goes out and the batteries are dead. We always replace the batteries on New Year's Day every single year. Have a schedule in place so your family can stay protected. Enroll in a first aid course. Refresh your knowledge of basic first aid techniques, and having the ability to provide medical assistance during emergencies can be life saving. Having first aid kits is so important, but equally important is knowing how to use all of those supplies included in the kit. Take a class if you need to learn or update your first aid skills. One of the best classes that you can actually take is a lifeguard class. Yeah. Explore various methods of food preservation like canning, dehydrating, fermenting. This will help you extend the shelf life of your perishable items and reduce dependence on refrigeration. Stay up to date on your current event, your weather forecast, and any potential threats that are in your area. Utilize reliable news sources like me, Jason, Pinball, okay, and emergency alert systems to stay informed about local and global developments. Regularly inspect your home for potential fire hazards and check electrical systems, heating supplies, and smoke detectors. Keep fire extinguishers in accessible locations. I always keep mine on the top of the refrigerator, okay? Um, Ensure they're in good working condition. Make sure that your appliances in your home, like furnaces, water heaters, are cleaned and serviced annually. Okay. Also, be sure to keep those areas around these units free from clutter, dust, okay, pet hair. Make sure they're clean always. And because that can be flammable, it really can. Teach your children how to respond to emergencies through age appropriate drills. This will help them understand the importance of preparedness and ensure their safety. Assess your financial situation and develop a plan to build an emergency fund. Even if it's $5 a week, $10 a week, that builds very, very quickly. Having financial stability can provide a safety net during challenging times and help you recover more quickly. Being properly prepared can take some time and financial support. Don't try to do it all at once, though, because you will become overwhelmed and you will throw in the towel. Plan and purchase what you can afford and keep things up to date. Okay? All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.